Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review, along with my thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashi here today. So today I'm going to be doing a K-drama review on Yumi's Cell Season 2. So I didn't get to do a review on Season 1 because I actually did not watch the beginning of Season 1. I actually watched just halfway through, like around episode 7 until the end, obviously, because of Jinyoung came in during that time, his character. So I actually watched it only during then. And so with news and everything for Season 2 of him being the main guy, I got really interested, so I started watching it. And so I was able to watch the first 6 episodes, so I was going to go ahead and just give you guys my thoughts because I did spoil it for myself looking into the webtoon. So we'll see if it's going to be similar to the webtoon. I do have a lot of prediction of how it's going to end or stuff like that, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. So I'm going to go over the cast synopsis in the first 6 episodes with you guys. So this drama has a total of 14 episodes. It airs on Fridays only and is 2 episodes back to back. So as for our cast, we have Kim Go-eun as Kim Yumi, Park Ji-young as Yu Bobby, Lee Yu-bin as Ruby, Mi-rang as Kang Yi-dang, Ang Bo-hyung as Gu-won, and Shin Ye-eun as Yu Dang. And there's tons of other people, like the voice actor playing for which cell, and a lot of our cast from Season 1 is the same for this one. So it looks like they just continue with all the filming and everything. But as for the synopsis for Season 2, after suffering a painful breakup, Yumi's love cell has shut down completely, but a chance meeting with the emotionally stunned game designer Gun-woo changes a lot for her. Waking up to a number of each other's cell, Yumi and Gun-woo finds themselves drawing closer, but even with a rival for the long-distance dramatic love cells, their relations wasn't destined to be together and wasn't destined to last. Now with a much more wiser and mature individual, Yumi finds herself taking on new challenges and unexpected sources and inspiration to move on with her life. And in doing so, she ends up meeting her co-worker Yu Bobby, and her cells are back at work to make her dreams come true and to see whether she can fall in love again. So recap on the first 6 episodes. Obviously didn't watch the whole Season 1, but halfway through to understand everything. So anyways, we start off Season 2 with continuing from the breakup between Wong and Yumi. She's heartbroken even when she turned around to look at him. He kept continuing walking without turning back. So this put Love Cell in deep trouble and rushed to the hospital, and now Reason Cell is in charge of Cell Land. Yumi's Cell Land. So in episode 1, Yumi goes through a very tough breakup and she's trying to recover from it, but she's hiding it from all her friends and they don't know that she's suffering for her very, very bad, painful breakup. And in my opinion, I'm happy she broke up with him, Wong. It's because, you know, I'm sorry for fans for him for Season 1, but I wasn't happy with his character towards the end of Season 1, where typically things that he did, and I understood his character was going through tough stuff, and he sees it as Yumi, he doesn't see it that she was supporting him, and she wanted to be there for him and stay with him throughout his difficult times or good times and everything, and he didn't realize that he pushed her to the side and he struggled on his own. And so it made to me that was a number 1 thing I do not like personally, and they portray it so well. It's very typical of how it is for any relationship. And so it's stuff that I always tell Ajashi, no matter how tough it is, we have to go through it together, and we go through it together, because if for the other person, it doesn't matter whether it's the guy or the girl, if you don't tell your significant other, it hurts them 100 times more when they learn the truth that you've been suffering on yourself when they could have helped. So I hate those questions of what if you done this, it would have changed this, what could have happened if the situation was different. So they had a really bad fallout because of the communication, obviously, in Season 1. So but Bobby comes to her rescue after he learns about her breakup on his own, and he tells her to stay strong because he also went through a breakup in Season 1, but he moved moved on from it. And so Yumi continues with her work and her life, and she starts to see Ruby flirts with Bobby, and it starts to catch her attention, a little sense of jealousy. And so Bobby does get close with her, invites her to like watch a band together, do things together, and all of her cell land was falling in love with him and becoming Bobby fans. And he does eventually ask her out, and she turns him down. And after she turns him down, she starts to see things that he does that makes her jealous, and she kind of like regrets turning him down. So Yumi sees Bobby with his ex, and like how they are. She feels like, oh man, I rejected him, he got back with his ex, like, oh, kind of regret. But then it starts to become kind of like awkward around them. She starts to be cold towards him, push him away, you know. And then like all of that sort of goes away when she hears Ruby sets up Bobby for a blind date with her friend, and he agrees to go. And on the day of his blind date, Yumi is wondering how it went. She messaged him, and like, should she message him or not, you know. She's like pondering about it, and then she fell asleep, and he ended up actually sending her a message, and she woke up to it, and she texted him, and he's like, let's meet the next day at a cafe, I have something to talk to you know, or like, let's meet up. She got all excited the next day. She got all dressed up and everything to go meet him, just to find out that he just wants to return her umbrella to her. And she leaves sadly when he starts like doodling over his phone and telling her that the blind date went well. Well, she's sad of it, but all of that breaks down when Ruby calls and tells her that Bobby canceled the date and said that he wasn't ready to date anybody. And as a result, Yumi's in cell land, sensitive cell, launches heart fever, which is like a source of power to allow her to feel that love immediately, because love cell is like still in recovery mode and everything. And she starts to glow, she starts to race to find Bobby, and then it kind of be similar to season 1, like they show. It's kind of similar to season 1 of how she was chasing after Wong, and it kind of makes her like, oh man, why am I doing this? It's kind of like a repetitive of what happened. But anyway, she still catches up with Bobby, and she confesses her feelings that she does like him too, and they and want to get to know each other. And fast forward a week, the two are dating, and secretly dating, because they can't date while they're working together, and everything is going great in Cell Land. But Love Cell feels that she doesn't want to be hurt again, so she doesn't want to be fully committed in this relationship. So she does surrender to Cell Land to let everybody accept Bobby and enjoy Bobby, but she is like on guard now and be like, okay, I don't want to get Yumi hurt again. So you know, the pair starts to they date, and you know, they go through a lot of things, and they kiss. Like there's a scene they kiss, and it's funny, their tongue sound meets. This scene is hilarious. Ajushi loved it. Ajushi's like laughing so hard, and like when the kiss stopped, the cell had to like separate. They're like ande, blah, 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 all stuff like that, like their song stuff, and it's hilarious. So and then you get like, we get to see like perverse cell, like, because I didn't really pay attention to much of season 1, and so season 2 watching it is really hilarious to see their cell like play and stuff like that. And like seriously, we love perverse cell. He's funny. Anyways, moving on. Yumi's place, the electricity gets cut. She rings Bobby. She ends up at his place, and she forgets her pajama, and he offers her pajamas, and things get a little bit awkward around them, kind of get a little bit hot and all stuff like that. But you know, things work well between them, and he's really mature about it, and he helps her and all stuff like that. And then we do get a time skip. The two's relationship has been doing well. It's Christmas time. Yumi grew out her hair because Bobby tells her. Bobby likes it. She likes it too. She grew it out. She quit her job because she wants to become a full-time writer, and she's a bit short on cash, so she starts to sell certain things online to get cash while she's trying to go through her writing contests and everything to get money. And in doing so, she sells a rice cooker, and it ends up being Wong who buys it. The two of them meet, and he starts to finally feel that he's been missing Yumi, and he has no friends, no family, no lovers to spend the holiday with. His company isn't doing well. He's broke. He has no friends, nothing left. And the two meets, exchange pay for the rice cooker. Yumi goes over to Bobby's. He's cooking. They're enjoying. They're laughing and everything until she gets a text message, and she tells Bobby to take a look at it at the phone, and he looks at it. He's the first one to read the message. He immediately knew that it's Wong, and when she's contemplating on whether she should go meet him because he asked, can you come and see me, I have something to say, she does go because she feels like she needs to put closure to that relationship, because they didn't. They just broke off and they just went separate ways. And so she wants to go, but she doesn't know how to tell Bobby. And he's being such a mature and understanding person. He tells her, go ahead and go and hurry up, come back, showing her he has trust in her. He knew immediately what she was going to go do without telling him. He let her go. She goes and return things to Wong, say goodbye, tells him she's in a good relationship, she's moved on, and she knew about it, that after their breakup of everything he went through, but it's too late now, you know, she's moved on. Back at home, Bobby is still waiting for her, and he's worried that she won't come back, but she rings the doorbell, and he hurriedly opened it, and it was her. He greets her with a smile, and she said, let's have dinner, you know, they have a great Christmas together. And it's the new year, and Yumi's pretty satisfied with her life now, including her writing, meeting Bobby, and all stuff like that. She does struggle a bit, but you know, Bobby always shows her that he wants to support her. He's always there for her, you know, whatever dreams she wants, he's full in support for her, you know. And he ends up actually meeting her parents, and her father wasn't on board accepting Bobby. Her mom was totally on board. And it ends up being a very, very funny night between Yumi's father and Bobby, of him not wanting to lose his daughter over to Bobby, quizzing him, pointing out every little thing about Bobby that is not good. He's not a great man, but the mom's like, he's wonderful, he's great, I love him. And the mom points out to Yumi that Bobby has such great manners, and he's totally from a really rich family. And it's hilarious. It gets Yumi to start wondering, like, is he really from a rich family? Because when he talks on the phone with his sisters, his Nuna, he like kind of goes away, and he's like, and he says he doesn't really get along with his family, even though he is the heir to his family's success business. And she starts to have crazy imagination that Bobby's family is rich, and since he's an heir, his father's gonna reject her of being with his son, slap water in her face. And like, Cell Land is having like this filming of like, oh, you know, here's the money, you know, take it away, and don't ever be with my son. And like the other Cell is like, oh, let me count how much. And the director Cell is like, stop doing that, you're supposed to just rip the envelope. So all these things, it's a very hilarious stuff in Cell Land. But she thinks stuff like that, and then little behold, he is just not just but he's like not a chaebol. He's a successor heir to a 30-year tteokbokki street food restaurant named Bobby's Youth Street. When she realized that he's not some chaebol, she's so happy about it. And he's all like, is this like happy or some disappointment? You know, she goes, I'm so happy, I love tteokbokki, and for you to be a successful heir of it, I love it, you know, it's wonderful. So after dinner, the two of them end up kissing, getting hot for the night. Where things happen in Southland, right hand goes and touch Bobby's butt. Pervert takes over for that night, and on the next morning, Pervert wakes up and Reason tries to tranquilize him, but he like breaks the arrow, and the cell land, they just beat him up with the bat because they're like, okay, we can't have him take over during the morning being Pervert of Yumi. And things go well between the two of them, and that ends it for us for the first 6 episodes. So it's very hilarious. I totally love watching Cell Land. They're hilarious. I think for this season they're more hilarious than season 1. At season 1, I'll be very honest, I don't like love Cell as much. Like, I get it, every girl's love Cell is like that, but it's like, it's really, really frustrating to watch, and it just makes you go, damn, us girl, we're like, can't believe it, we're like that. But I don't blame her for always being on guard of everything and taking charge of everything. But what is it? For the next preview, we obviously get Yoo Dang-eun comes in the webtoon. She is the girl that Bobby ends up with. Spoiler if you guys have not read the webtoon. She is the girl that Bobby ends up with. So I'm hoping, or like Ajushi and I were like, you know, drama is always different from webtoon compared to True Beauty. It was very different from the webtoon. The webtoon was way different. In True Beauty, she ends up dating Hwang In-yu before. And then when Chang-woo, I call him Chang-woo, I call him like that, he comes back and she's still dating Hwang In-yu, which is my JB. She's still dating him, and then she ends up like breaking up with him later because of his career, his idol career, and that's when it takes her a long time before she starts dating Chang-woo again. So that's the webtoon, but in the drama it doesn't even go like that. Like In-hyuk has feelings for her, but she never dates him, and she waited until Eun-woo comes back. So that's why we're like, drama is always different from webtoon. Webtoon, you can elaborate and go as long as you want. It's like books versus movies. You have a time limit on movies and dramas versus book and webtoon. They can go on. So in the webtoon, she does not end up with Bobby, because it's kind of like Bobby was the rebound after she breaks up with Wong. Love Cell is so on guard that Love Cell doesn't allow Yumi to fall in love with Bobby. And when Bobby starts to not love her, but Bobby starts to become friendly with other girls, it starts to get to her, because that was what it's like with her relationship with Wong in the first place. And so they do break up, and she ends up meeting someone else who she did get married to and live happily with. And then but Bobby, after losing her, Bobby does go and end up dating Yoo Dang-eun, and they end up getting married. So that is the webtoon. But in this one, it doesn't look like there is another third guy who Yumi is going to meet. It looks like Bobby is going to be the one for her, from the trailer and from everything. And they made Bobby's character very, very mature and understanding, where he puts her happiness and everything, and he's always supporting her, and if she's not happy about something, he's happy to talk about it, and he's not going to hold back. He's not going to lie. He's not going to hide things from her, or be like, it's not a great time to talk about it. So it does really look like Bobby's character is very different, a little bit different from the webtoon, but we will see, because next week's episodes, Dang-eun does come in, and this is the start where Yumi becomes jealous and starts to question about Dang-eun if Bobby has interest. So I think we're at the middle of it, because there's 14 episodes. We're at the middle of it, where all the climax and everything is about to hit, where they're gonna go through a really rough relationship, but I think it's gonna work back out again, and they do get back together, and things are gonna be well, because from the trailer, I'm pretty sure a lot of you fans has caught on when they were in Jeju Island, and you could see her hair is long, and they're hanging out by the sea, and they're drinking coffee, and he's about to kiss her. He actually has a ring on, and she has a ring on too. So I think, because in his previous relationship, he was wearing a ring, like a promise ring. So I think next week's episodes, we are going to get that, and they are going to go well together, and they're going to settle everything together. So I do hope she ends up with Bobby, because it's Jinyoung playing, and they are so adorable together. Even behind the scenes, they're great together, so they have very good chemistry. So I do hope that it does not go according to the webtoon, where they do go through some difficult times, which relationship does not, every relationship does. So that they go through that, but they still stick together, because Bobby's Seolan, he's so in love. Everybody is so accepting of Yumi, and you can really tell he worries so much of losing her, but he wants to be a mature, and he always wants to support her, and he doesn't want to be the person to hold her back, or he doesn't want to be strict on relationship with them. So that's her character. But I really enjoy it, and I was able to watch the first 6 episodes of it. Looking forward to see how it's gonna turn out. If you guys do want to get a review, ending, or my thoughts on this, give me comments below, and I will, once this drama ends, I will share you guys my thoughts of like, did I even predict right, or is it like the webtoon, comparing it, and how did I like it, how did this season turn out, because I didn't really like season 1 as much. So but season 2 so far, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. Ajushi is enjoying it. Ajushi loves watching Cellland. Whenever it's Cellland, he enjoys them more than reality. But I don't want to blabber on too long with you guys, but so far it's a very great drama. Check it out if you guys have not. But that is it for today's drama review, and I will see you guys next time.